Hello everybody and welcome to Red Bluff Battle Reports. Today we've got a fun one as the Deathwatch return to 40k, this time against the Space Wolves. Our deployment for today is going to be Tipping Point, with our primary mission going to be Terraform, which means players are going to be earning points for every objective marker they control, and a couple extra on the side if they manage to terraform earlier in the game. This is good for them as the mission rule for today is going to be Hidden Supplies, which adds a second objective in the center of the board, giving them more opportunities to get that terraform. A very special thank you to our sponsors: Heroes Corner in Chico, Hobby Badger in West Sacramento, Matrix Cards and Games in Reading, Sword and Board in Ukiah, Noble Woodworking, and also to Baron of Dice for sponsoring these episodes. But that's not all, as Red Bluff Battle Reports is proud to announce its new partnership with Green Banner Events for our 2025 NorCal Open. The tickets are on sale now. Come on down, join us for some great matches and fun games. Now, let's get right into the game. Welcome to this Red Bluff Battle Report.
Good morning. Welcome to Red Bluff Battle Reports. Zach here with Cameron, playing Space Wolves versus the brand new Deathwatch. We're excited to bring this this bat rep to you guys. It's been a minute since I've been on stream. I'm trying something a little bit different. Clearly, Cameron's trying something a little bit different with the new rules. Just so you guys know, army lists are in the description, and Green Banner event link to events in description. And we have an RTT coming up in Chico on January 11th, so make sure you go into BCP and check that out. So really quick, we were able to get deployment done. Mission, everything's already spoken of, but for me, I decided to try to block out as much of the board. Cameron's got a lot in deep strike, so I've got some infiltrators out front, some scouts out, and then a unit of Thunderwolf Cav on the board, one off the board, and then some guys in Rhino trying to block out as much as I can. Then I've got the infiltrator squad in the backfield with the Phobos Libby to give me some lone op in addition to that 12-inch deep strike denial. So hoping that that can kind of keep my backfield safe and move up the board as we go.
Yeah, right on. Basically, I just went for, I don't want to be charged turn one, so we're putting all the important stuff along the back line here, since none of it's really going to be staying on the table anyways. Zack was nice enough to take the spot of real estate that I really wanted, so I had to relegate some guys over here, and an ATV over here, and we've got some intercessors to hold home, and then in reserve we've got the usual favorites. We've got Terminators, another Indominator kill team, and we're feeling spicy today, so we're bringing some Reavers with a Phobos Lieutenant.
So that's that. We are going to go ahead and get started, figure out who gets turn one.
You want to go over terrain real quick?
Yeah, it's terrain. We've got all the big structures are line of sight blocking. The little guys are line of sight blocking. These guys right here are less than 4 inches, so we will be able. So my wolves will be able to traverse that. But I mean, it's kind of your normal average terrain setup. We are looking at doing a little bit something different here in the future, maybe with our terrain setups, trying to update that because we've got 2 going right now. But I think we are going to look at updating that and kind of diversifying or changing it up, just so people don't get as used to how these are. We always like to throw a little monkey wrench in things when we can. So that's you, sir.
Let's have a fun game.
Yeah. Do you have any scout moves?
I have no scout moves.
I'm gonna go ahead and take care of mine. These guys were posted to where I could just bring them 6 inches back behind cover if need be. So that's where these scouts are going to live for now.
Cameron, what's your concerns with the new detachment going into Space Wolves? Any concerns?
Deathwatch still isn't a melee army. There's enough melee in the army to fight off people throwing something like tactical marines or intercessors into you to try and tie you up. But I think dedicated, prolonged melee combat, you're just going to lose. So I want to start shooting these Thunderwolf Cav before they get into engagement range with me. And I need to start clearing the mid board that he's taken so that I can clear what's going to essentially be my landing zones for the big squads.
And these guys are off so that they can't be targeted either. And those are my scout moves, sir.
Alrighty. I'll pull my secondaries. So my first one is marked for death. And my second one is containment.
You want to keep that marked for death?
But this is one, what, I can pitch it turn one if I pull it? Or is it, I have to pay?
No, you're going to have to pay CP for it.
We're just going to hold on to it.
Okay.
Go ahead and...
use that to gain some CP at the end?
Yeah. Who are your marked for death targets for me?
Marked for death is going to be these guys here, the Fenrisian wolves, and I think we'll go with this rhino here.
Okay. Well, I'll have you know that I can't do anything about any of those options. But what I can do is I'll put Oath the Moment on those infiltrators there.
Perfect.
And then containment is nice and easy to score. So we'll start with this ATV here. We're going to move it 8 to there, and then 4 to there to push it outside of the deployment zone. Appreciate it. Thank you. These infiltrators are already outside of the deployment zone. And I kind of like them right where they are. I'll check some ranges on these guys here. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll start with moving the Indomitable kill team here. Let's see who's got some line of sight. We got a decent amount of guys that can shoot. This is sticky. We'll go ahead and move the intercessor just a little further up onto it. Try and zone out some single one-man deep striking.
Yep, I've got Logan and a unit of Thunderwolf Cav off the board. So Logan's running solo. I think that's the best way to run him in this list. With the changes with the pivot and everything like that, I liked him being on Storm Rider, Santa, and his sleigh, but I don't like moving or losing 2 inches of movement with him either. So
makes sense.
Yeah. Plus an extra. I think he's at 185 or 195 points now.
Oh yeah, no, you're good off of that. Okay, so I think honestly that's going to be it for my movement. So we are going to contain with the invader. We'll contain with the infiltrators, and we'll go to shooting with the Indomitable kill team here. I'm going to pay 1 CP to increase their range by 6 and their AP by 1. And I'm just going to double check my LOS here.
What's the biggest?
If it has range, I mean a Melta, which doesn't look like the Meltas will. So basically these 4 guys here are out.
How many shots we got coming at him? I know they're Oath, but I can always smoke them.
Yeah, 2 heavy bolters. So 6 shots from there with lethal and sustained. They do hit on 3s because they're Deathwatch heavy bolters. So 6 shots there. 1, 2, 3 heavy intercessors. So that's another 6 shots there. And then Draxus, I think, is out of range. So we're talking about 12 shots with lethal and sustained on some of them. Yeah.
And you already, so the increased range also gives anti-infantry too, right? No,
different one.
That's a different one. Okay, I'm still learning. I got 1 game in against Deathwatch before this, which did pretty well against. This list did pretty well against. So we'll see how it goes today. I think that I am gonna spend the CP to give him smoke.
Sure.
So we'll see if I get that back on a 5, which I do.
Nice.
So I'll keep that 1 CP.
Okay.
So we've got smoke right now, and honestly, with that second one, what's the AP you got coming? And nothing.
-3.
-3, so I've got cover. I think we'll go ahead and spend the other CP and give them armor contempt too.
Sounds good. Alrighty, so we'll start with the heavy bolters, which are now hitting on 4s. We got 3 hits so far, with 1 lethal and a sustain, and the reroll for Oath gets me 2 more. So I'm going to keep the 3 lethals over there, and I'll pick up 1, 2, 3 for the sustained hits. You are the closest eligible targets. These are shrink 7.
Okay.
So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are going from AP3 to AP1.
7. So we are looking at 4-ups here. I've only got, I think everybody's gonna have cover, so we'll just leave it as is. We're gonna drop 4 of them, but I do have the Helix Gauntlet, so.
And these are 3 damage each.
3 damage each. I'm gonna grab. Oh, 3 damage each. Look at that. Grabbing some more Baronadice dice. It was 4, right? So 1 dead. 2 dead. 3 dead. And 4 dead.
Okay.
It was worth a shot.
And then we have the heavy bolt rifles now. So these are going to hit on 4s. I have 3 lethal hits and 2 rerolls. Okay. 2 hits, 3 lethals, and then on 3s. So it's going to be 4 total, and these will be AP -1 after the reductions.
Okay, so 4 ups again. 1 goes through.
And these will be 2 damage.
He's dead too. Success.
And I think that's going to honestly be my turn after that. So I'll get my full containment, and I'm going to discard Marked for Death.
How much is containment? 6 or 5? I forget.
6.
You're ditching Marked for Death, right?
Correct. So I'll go up to 2 CP on my turn.
Well, I was really hoping that Armor Contempt and the -1 to hit would keep them up. With the Feel No Pain would have kept them alive a little bit more, at least one of them.
That Heavy Bolter roll really spiked well.
So at the start of Zach's turn, you have 2 CP. Zach has 1.
Yep.
Zach, what are your cards?
I have No Prisoners and Defend Stronghold, but I don't think you can do that turn 1, right?
I don't think so, but...
Yep, first battle round goes back into the deck. Overwhelming Force. Which I'm not gonna, you don't have anybody that started on.
I have 1 unit.
Yeah, the Intercessors, which I'm not going to be able to get to. So I think it's going to be just a matter of no prisoners there, and then staging for turn 2. The nice thing is I'll be able to keep, you're not going to have a very good turn 2 set primary. So trying to set that up. All right, so... Oh, shit. Too late. I should have done it. Pulled the scouts up, but I already pulled the card, so I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to move scouts up 6 inches over here. And then we'll disembark the Blood Claws because we're going to have 9 plus the advance and charge, so at least try to get 1 unit for no prisoners. It's pretty early, so I'm not anticipating very many questions coming in this early in the morning. Viewers.
Yeah, when I told the other guys I'm gonna wake up at 3 to drive 2.5 hours to go play a game at 6:30, 7 o'clock, the only response I got was why?
Because it's Warhammer. Why not?
Yeah. Come on.
So Zach, what's your concerns playing into Deathwatch?
Figuring out the lethality of them. There's a lot of rumors and conjecture going on right now about how lethal they're going to be, how good that they're going to do. So they're all rumors until we see it in action. And I'm just, Cameron shall continue to be probably the best Deathwatch player in the world. So he's not somebody to kind of scoff at.
So Cameron, while Zach moves, do you want to tell people your range of emotions over the last 6 months for Deathwatch?
How much time do we have?
I mean, what is it? By the time I got done coming to terms with anger, denial, and acceptance, they tugged at my heartstrings and gave me pretty much everything back. But I guess credit where it's due. It is nice to see Games Workshop be willing to
obviously that's the only real target I got, so they're gonna oath.
come as close to doubling back on a decision as I've ever seen them do, while still trying to give something new and kind of progress the game forward.
Can't see them, but we're looking at about a 7-inch charge there. Let's see, do I want to drop in? I've got the Thunderwolves that I can drop in and come over here and hit this up on a turn 1 charge theoretically. I'm just gonna get clapped back by that, but again, this is the lethality portion. How much damage can that do to a Thunderwolf Cav squad?
As Cameron would say, yes.
I think we'll just shimmy these guys over. Give room for that Thunderwolf Cav squad. Because we're going to go for broke. The only way to know is to try. Smidge. All right. Oh, really quick, I should probably move these Thunderwolf Cav too. They're just gonna come over 10. Just kind of filter in through here. And these guys are gonna move up. And guys just gonna come. I need to make sure I still got. That'll fit your Terminator squad. So this guy's just gonna move back here. Just chill there. These guys are gonna come up just a bit, spread out, and keep helping block out. So I think that's that. I don't have any shooting targets over there with the bolt pistols. So I think it's just gonna be going to charges. So
Alrighty.
we will start off over here. We got about a 7 going into that unit. And we get a 9.
Nice.
Anybody that can base will. There's only going to be a couple of them. The rest are just going to have to kind of shimmy in and around. And Johnny, tell me if the actual feature here should be on the edge.
On the edge.
Okay. Let's see.
It gets bumped easily.
Yeah, I just want to make sure just for engagement range purposes.
Well, you are fighting to a wall, so it's free.
Right, so it's within an inch. We got that there. Then I've got the captain with the +1 to the charge, so we're looking at an 8-inch charge out of Strat Reserve over there, which we do not get. I don't think that one's really important. You can always I already gained a CP, so I can't ditch one for another CP. So yeah, we'll just hang on to the CP and leave them where they're at. So this is the only combat we're gonna have.
Okay.
So we'll pile these guys in around. So he's gonna come 3 and be able to touch over here. Just to make sure that we've got room. 3 and 3. He's touching already. And 3 over there. And then bring these 2. So that should still be everybody.
Absolutely.
So we will start off with the Power Fist attacks. So it's going to be 3 attacks with the Power Fist, hitting on 3s. I really wish 6s did something. And then 2s. So it's going to be all 3 at -2.
Alrighty. So I got 3 5-ups. I passed 1. And then I've got 2 sets of 6s. You kill 1. And you kill 2.
This should be 24 out of the 36 that are coming your way. We'll roll these really quick to the blood claws.
Absolutely.
3s, pull out the fails. Then we're looking at 5 to 4 with the +1 strength from the blood claws. Threes. Was a fail. So 5, 10, 14 so far, and then another 12
All
coming
right.
away.
And so I'll give you that 14 right now. AP -1, correct?
AP1. Just your generic Space Wolf or Space Marine chain swords.
Are you ready for the single largest amount of 6s you've ever seen
Every
in one
single
roll?
one of them.
When I said all of them, I really meant none of them. No, they're gone. I'm sorry that I put them there. Let me move them out of your way. Yeah, that's your terrain piece now.
Perfect. We'll see if it matters. All right, so I think that's it. We have no prisoners for just 2 right now, and that's going to be my turn.
Are you keeping overwhelming force?
I'll ditch it. I don't gain the CP. I don't. Well, let's see. Where could he go? He could drop there, potentially charge on objective. I'm gonna keep it. The goal is to be on objective markers. So I think that might be something that I can.
Okay, so the end of round 1, we have Zack on 12 points, Cameron on 16. Zack, you have 1 CP, and Cameron, you have 2, correct?
Correct. At the end of Zack's fight phase, the Calidus will be going up, and we'll also be paying 1 CP to pick up both of these Indomitor kill teams.
Okay.
So I will also be going down to 1 CP. I'm just going to leave them on the table because I'm lazy and I don't feel like moving 20-something bodies.
Absolutely. Work smarter, not harder.
Going around 2, I will score 4 on primary for just holding the 1 at home. And then for my secondaries, I pulled Cull the Horde. Do you give up Cull the Horde?
I do not give up
You do
Cull the
not give
Horde.
up Cull the Horde. So I pull Sabotage. And I pull Behind Enemy Lines. I don't like either one of those.
I think you can sabotage because you don't have to be wholly.
No,
with it.
Sabotage is the more doable of the 2. I just need to still be alive at the end of your turn. But we'll worry about that on your turn. So, Oath of Moment. We are going to choose this Thunderwolf Cavalry unit right here.
Okay.
And I think honestly we'll choose the do we want to choose to crack the Tome of Ectoclades now?
Oh yeah, that's right. You get 2 as a moment.
I do. Once per game I can activate my enhancement after I beat up the dice camera. To choose a second target and reroll hits against both of them. So approximately there, and then. So you didn't leave me a whole lot of space there between the 3 points you have. I do have real estate here because of that Thunderwolf Cavalry unit that wasn't able to charge. And maybe we can take advantage of that. So I'm going to do a test measurement here. Yeah, I think fortune favors the bold, so we are going to activate the tome, and we will declare it against the second Thunderwolf Cavalry unit as well. You have a reactionary move when I finish a move within 9, correct?
Within 9, yes.
Within 9, okay. So, I think we're going to take this ATV, move it back to there, to clear a landing zone. Intercessors can just kind of, I think, hang tight where they are. And I think we'll just go straight to our deep strikes, because we have lots and lots of those. So we'll start with Draxus's unit. Or do we start with the Inquisitor? I'll start mapping out kind of a 9-inch zone for my guys to come down. I'm assuming the characters are going to be the 2 guys in the front?
Yep.
Okay. So that's kind of my spot right there. So if I do take these guys here first. So we're going to take the Flamer unit with the generic Inquisitor. We're going to set that one up first. No, we're doing it wrong. Draxus's unit goes first. It would help if I knew how to play Warhammer.
I don't think anybody's accused you of not knowing how.
It's that 7 a.m. Warhammer.
That's probably where we're getting it.
A little bit of the tweaker hammer.
No, tweaker hammers when I was working night shift and we would have bat reps at like 10 to 1 in the morning.
When I lost my leg and I went on disability, I think I was playing 2 or 3 games a day, and I'd have like a game at noon and then a game at like 4 a.m. I think we're like that 3, 7, 10, 11. For my sanity, that looks good there.
We're about to see this lethality, I think.
So the unit with the Inquisitor is going to come down back here. And then we also have a 3rd Indomitor kill team. I'm going to come down here. And we're missing models already, but that's okay. And I'll double check to make sure I'm not away from the guys over there as well. These guys. Put it back there, and there should be 12 in there. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. We are missing a guy. We're missing Bob. And we'll find Bob eventually. I think there's an extra melter rifle that's supposed to be in here, but that's what happens when you have 50-something 40mm bases. They all like to travel. Do you have anything that's natively fight first in your army?
Nope.
Okay. So we got a squad of Terminators we can bring down there. I got this Reaver squad here. Just for the sake of double checking. We'll put him there. We can kind of string the Reapers out, I think. Oh, no, probably not. We'll have the Calidus go there so that she can sabotage. Make sure she's out of 12. We want the lieutenant there. 9. It may not be super exact, but their goal is to be 9 inches away from the scouts. And we got one last squad of Terminators.
Zach, are you concerned about your Thunderwolf cap?
Oh, absolutely. A lot of shots coming into a unit.
I think that'll be it. We'll hope that's enough. anything for rapid ingress on your end?
Nope.
Alrighty. I think we're good to go to my shooting phase then. We will start with the Terminators here. They're going to fire everything into these guys here.
Okay. And then they are -1 to hit from Lucas.
Excellent. So 1, 2, 3 Storm Bolters, and then we'll fire crack missiles for the Cyclones. Hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s. Alrighty, looks like we got 3. These are AP0, 1 damage.
Okay. 3 3-ups. 1 guy dies.
And then the Cyclones got 4 hits, and these will wound on 2s. And we got 3 wounds, and these are AP2 base.
AP2. Just the way that this kind of went up, I'm gonna have to put it on guys that are not in cover. So we'll start with this guy right here. Actually, I can just roll them all 5-ups. 3 guys die. Because are they D6?
D6.
Okay.
So we've got kills 1, and I kill 2.
So we'll pick these 2 up.
Okay. Let's go to the Captain's Indomitor kill team.
Okay.
And it's going to fire everything into the Thunderwolf Cavalry unit right there.
Okay.
We'll start with the Multi-Melta on 4s. That's going to be 1 sustained hit, so just 2 hits total. You are not the closest eligible, so it'll only be strength 9, so winning on 3s.
Okay.
Okay, we don't have to win.
Need you both.
Melta Rifles, going to be 3 hits total, 2 wounds.
2 4-ups. 1 goes through.
Alrighty. D6 for 1. Fire the Heavy Bolters next. Okay, so we've got 1 lethal, 1 sustained hit.
Are they hitting on 4s?
3s.
You had a.
The one I picked up for the
gotcha.
hit. Just 1 at AP2.
Okay, 4 up. Goes through.
Flat 3.
Kills this guy. That flat 3 damage is pretty good.
Then we have the Heavy Bolt Rifles. 4 hits. No wounds. Because you're T6?
T6.
T6. Okay. And I think everything else is 18 on aggressors. You would think I know the range on aggressors after using them for so long, but that's how long I've played without aggressors.
Pretty sure, yeah, the bolt gauntlets are 18.
Yep, 18 on both. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3. That's 2 sustained hits. Okay, I'll keep that 1 for a sustained, and then we got 1 more. Winning on 5s, twin linked.
Okay.
So 3 so far, 4 so far, 5 so far. 6, 7, 8.
Woo.
AP0.
8 AP0, so 8 3-ups. 2 go through.
Okay, just 1 damage each. That'll be it for the Indomitor kill team shooting. We will come back to the Reaver squad. Let's do this back unit here. Gonna fire everything into these guys here.
Sindri Tapak chimed in. Deathwatch represent.
Appreciate it.
Where is she?
She's outside of 12 with pretty much everybody. You did a good job making sure I couldn't do a whole lot to her. But we are going to...
I think this unit is the one that we're going to spend the CP to -1 to hit, -1 to wound.
Sure. We are paying 1 CP to increase my range and my AP.
Okay.
We're both spending a CP.
We are. On a 3+, I gain a CP because I targeted the Inquisitor with a stratagem. I do not. Okay, so we'll go to shooting. Let's start with the multi-melta and the melta-guns. So multi-melta is going to hit on 5s now because you're -1 to hit. Rerolling. We got 1 hit. Strength 11, so still wounds on a 3. 4. 1 wound.
Goes through.
Okay. 5 damage. We've got the heavy bolters next. Okay. Hitting on force because I'm -1 to hit. So we have 2 lethal and 2 sustained. Strength 7, -1 to wound, so wounding on force. So it's going to be 3, 6 at AP -3.
4 up. 4 go through.
3 damage each.
Okay, so it's going to kill 2.
And then we have the heavy bolt rifles on force. We've got 3 hits with a lethal and a sustained. 4 hits with a lethal and a sustained. Wounding on force. So it's going to be 2 wounds at AP2.
4 up.
Well, AP3.
1 goes through.
Okay, just 2 damage on that. The aggressors are going to be 3d6 plus 3 flamers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 6, 7, 8. These are wounding on 6s, but twin linked. AP -1.
4 ups. Good.
Nice. Then we have the Inquisitor. Here, we'll start with the combat weapon. 1 hit, 1 reroll. Gets me only 1 hit. Disregard the reroll because it's not a Space Marine character.
Gotcha,
You can't
yep.
reroll. You're not infantry, so that doesn't do anything. And then we have the 2d6 Psychic Storm, I think it's called. 4 shots. 6s, but 6s are devastating wounds.
Yep.
2 devastating wounds.
Damage.
1 each.
Okay, just kills that one dude.
Okay, and you still have 1 command point available, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I guess we'll go ahead and follow that up with this kill team here is going to fire everything into Sure. We'll fire everything that can into this cab unit here. The stuff that cannot will go into these guys here. So we've got Draxus. She's within 18 of these guys, so she can shoot. The 2 Meltas here are not, so the 2 Meltas are going to go here. The rest of the unit's going to go there.
Okay.
And I found my missing Melta rifle. Okay, so we'll start with Draxus. 6 attacks with her plain Jane weapon.
Well, even spending a CP, that did a lot more than I expected it to.
Okay, so we'll start with her Psychic Tempest, which is 6 attacks, hitting on 3s with sustained hits 2. No sustained hits. And this is going to wound on 4s, because strength 6. 2, AP 0.
Okay, 3 ups. Good.
Okay. Dirge Singer, 4 shots. She got 3 hits with 1 sustained hit. So 4 hits total. Wounding on 5s, dev wounds on 6. 1, AP 0.
Good.
Alrighty. The heavy bolters.
And this is also going into this unit here?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll start with everything into them, and then we will do the last 2. Wounding on 5s, because I'm not getting my strength bonus. 2 at AP 2.
2 4 ups. 1 goes through.
3 on that one. Going to be 4 lethal hits. A reroll. So we got 4 lethal hits with 4 sustained hits. Okay, so we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are AP 2.
Four ups. Oof.
And these are 2 damage each.
Kills 3.
And then we'll do the one Melta weapon that's in range. It's missed, so we'll re-roll it. Hits. And
Is it with the -1?
this is into the same squad back
gotcha.
there. And then I've got the other 2 Melta weapons into the...
4 up. Goes
Okay.
through.
5 damage.
Okay. That unit is dead.
Okay. And then we've got the Melta rifle and the multi-Melta into the other squad. So here's the multi. 2 hits with 2 sustained hits for 4 wounds. No, 3 wounds total because you minus 1
yeah.
wound.
3 4-ups. These are Melta, so I'm going to have to roll them one at a time.
Yep.
1 goes through, 2 go through,
Okay.
and
So
1
2 go through. So the first one is 6 and 5.
Okay, so that's that unit dead.
Okay.
No, not the Thunderwolves.
Yeah. That's what I was worried about.
That's that lethality we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's talk characters and enhancements because that's kind of what's left here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where is Bad Touch? He's the Lightning Claw right there?
Yep.
Okay. We don't like Captain Bad Touch.
Captain Bad.
The Reavers, the only thing they can shoot is the Lieutenant's mastercrafted carbine. He's going to fire into Lucas. So 2 shots on 3s. 2 hits. No wounds.
Okay.
But it does trigger their Lieutenant's D6 move.
Okay.
And they're going to go 5 inches.
Okay.
So that should now be a 4-inch charge into those scouts. The Calidus is going to go ahead and go for the sabotage since she's outside of my deployment zone. And then I've got 1 more squad of Terminators to shoot with. And they're going to fire everything into the back Thunderwolf character there.
Okay.
So we'll start with the Cyclone launchers.
Now, does it go by phase or activation for the -1 to hit, -1 to wound?
For your stratagem,
Mm-hmm.
if it lasts until the phase,
It's still the end of the phase, but you killed the main body of the unit, so now
So-
we've got 2 units.
persisting effects should still apply to both characters
Perfect.
now separately. But much like you are also still my Oath of Mom
Yep.
target. So hitting on 4s. Okay. Wounding on 3s.
3s with, yeah.
-2.
1. And this is into Lieutenant. Good.
Okay. Then we have the Stormbolters on 4s. Okay. And then wounding on 6s. Okay, good talk. I believe that is it for my shooting phase. So we will go to charges. Terminators into Lucas.
Sit.
We can re-roll it naturally.
Gets it.
9.
I think you get it.
Yeah, we got that guy right there. And then the rest of these guys are just going to kind of trundle up the board. But everybody should be able to swing when the time comes. Now, you only have 1 CP, so at least as far as Lucas is concerned, he can't interrupt, right?
Correct.
Terminators are going to charge, I think, the 1 character right there.
Okay.
Nope, but same deal. We
Yep.
get to re-roll it. Nope. The Drax's kill team is going to double charge the characters. No. I don't think I want to re-roll it. We're going to live with it. Captain Squad, 9-inch charge into the Lightning Claws homeboy, and I think we'll declare the Scouts as well since they are right there. And a 10 will make it. I'm going to try my best to get this without blocking the camera too much.
You're on the overhead. It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. You can compare.
Zach, is this what you were concerned about?
Oh, yeah. But this army is meant, he did a good job of making sure everybody was far back, so he couldn't really get turn 1 charges to block him out. The game that I played against Aaron, he let 1 unit stay out, and I was able to do the auto 9-inch advance and then charge into that, and I basically blocked out 90% of the board turn 1. So he wasn't able to really bring anything in.
The Reavers are going to just go ahead and declare a charge into your scouts. So they got a 5-inch surge move, so it should only be a 4-inch charge. -6.
Deathwatch is everywhere.
Got these guys here. So really, the only guy that has a chance to interrupt is the Wolf Lord if he wants to do it for free.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go ahead and start there, right? And I'm gonna continue to beat up the terrain. It's my my specialty. He'll go ahead and base.
Nice thing is you shouldn't be able to get too many bodies in.
No, I'm hoping for mostly the bodies that matter.
The power fists.
Yeah. Yeah, we're really not getting a whole lot. But we have lethal and sustained with everybody, so maybe that will put us where we want to be. So we're going to have the 2 aggressors, the captain, and it looks like he's there. 2 aggressors, captain, 1 regular guy, and then we got 1 regular guy who will punch into the scouts.
Okay.
So we'll start with the aggressors. Hitting on 3s. That's why we have Oath of Moment. Okay. Strength 10, so wounding on 3s.
Yep.
And then twin linked. Okay. 5. AP -2.
Okay, 4 ups. 1 goes through.
2 damage. Alrighty, we have the captain next. We'll start with his fist, and then we'll do his chainsword. On 2s, he's got 2 lethal hits with 2 sustained hits. Strength 10, so on 3s. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. AP -2.
4 more 4 ups. And he saves them all.
Nice. Okay. Then we have the relic chainsword. That's dropped. I'll pick it up here in a second. 3 hits. 1 wound, because he's strength 6 on the charge.
Okay. Good.
Nice. And then we've got 1 regular guy.
This is to the scouts, though, right?
This is the 1 guy who's punching the Wolf Lord, and then we have 1 guy punching the scouts.
Oh, you did the captain's relic change.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. 3 at AP 0.
Look at that. This is gonna be what goes through. Ah, thankfully.
Cool. I'll do their consolidate move is done. I got the 1 guy into the scouts. 3s. 1 lethal, 1 sustained, so I'll just roll for the sustained wound on a 3 because they're strength 6. 2 at AP 0.
4 ups. 1 goes through.
Alrighty. And then we'll go to the Reavers next. Yeah. There, he has to base there. He's gonna base there. And then we can go 1 there. 1 there. And the last guy will go there. So I don't think that 5th Reaver can attack. We got 4 Reavers and the Lieutenant. Now the Reavers, 4 attacks each.
Are they 4 or 3?
I think they're 4 with their combat knives. Unless their attacks went down to trade for the AP. Yep,
3.
4 attacks with their combat knives.
Yep.
Okay, so we got 4 attacks hitting on 3s, lethal hits because of the Lieutenant. We got 1 lethal hit, wounding on 4s. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 6 total at AP -1.
6 5 ups. And that's none of them. So that's 3 dead and a dude on a wound.
Okay, and then we have the lieutenant with 5 attacks. On 2s, we got 1 lethal hit and 1 miss, and then same deal on 4s. It's going to be 3 total at AP -1.
One goes through.
Okay.
Just kills that one dude on a wound.
Cool. And then they'll just get cozied up to that deck. And then all I have left to swing with, I've got those Terminators right there. And then it'll be your turn to hit me back.
Cool.
Is Lucas -1 to hit in melee as well?
All the time.
All the time. Okay. Power fists on force.
Okay.
2 sustained hits because they are a kill team. They do benefit from the mission tactic.
Okay.
And on 2s. Oh no. 2, 4, 5 at AP -2. And I need to move these guys.
5 ups. And 2 die.
And then I got 6 Thunderhammers. These are going to hit on 5. We got 2 hits exactly. And on 2s. 2 at AP2 again.
5 ups. 2 more dead.
Alrighty. That will be it for my strikes. You get to fight back.
Pile in here. Here. I don't get the bonuses because I did not charge, so it's going to be 2 Thunderhammer attacks. Both of them hit.
Okay.
Or not Thunderhammer, Power Fist.
Yep.
And then 3s. So 2 at -2.
Pass both.
Oh yeah, because they're
4 up emblems.
Yep. Chain swords. Those fail. And 5s. 3 at -1.
3 at -1. On 3s. We take 1.
1 damage.
We have 1 Thunderhammer is going to go down to 3 wounds.
And then we've got 6 attacks hitting on 2s. Doesn't help when you roll 3 1s. And strength 5. Yeah, strength 5. That's cocked. So 2 at -2.
2 at -2. 2 4s. Pass both.
Cool. We'll go to our Lightning Claw Wolf Lord.
Yep. And he's AP2 right now or AP3 right
He's
now?
AP2, goes to AP3.
Goes to AP3. Okay.
So 7 attacks hitting on 2s. All of them hit.
Okay.
Strength 6, so 3s.
4s. T6.
Oh, yeah. So 4s, but twin linked. So 5.
Okay.
-3.
5 6-ups. 5 go through. How much damage each?
1 each.
1 each. So you kill 1.
And then,
And
his
then-
dog on force. 1. And he'll be strength 6 also, so 4. 1 more at -2.
Okay. And that's 1 damage as well?
Yep.
Okay, so you killed 2.
And I've got the Scout Pack Leader.
We're going to pull out a bolter and a melt-a-gun.
Both hits and 4s. Just 1 at no AP.
We're good.
Okie doke. So that's going to be turn.
Real quick, gentlemen, are you keeping behind enemy lines, Cameron, or are you ditching it
I am going to
first?
ditch behind enemy lines.
And sabotage is ongoing, right?
Sabotage is ongoing.
Okay, give me a second to get this scoreboard cut up here. And
I'm keeping them down for the primary.
Okay.
so at the end of Cameron's turn, we got Zach on 12 points, Cameron on 20. We got Cameron on 1 CP, and no, because you have to 2 because you ditched the card.
Yep.
Cameron on 2 CP, Zach on 1 CP, correct?
Yep.
Okay, Zach's round 2. Zach, you go to 2 CP. Cameron, you go to 3. Zach, what's your primary?
I hold 2 for 8. It's 4
Yep.
each, right? Yeah. So 2 for 8.
Wait, did you want to pick up your scout?
No, I don't, because that's the second objective that I hold.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. This had secret missions in it, too. That was Unbroken Wall. Establish Locus.
The other one?
I still have Overwhelming Force.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not going to need Oath this turn, really.
How'd you think that turn went, Cameron?
Honestly, pretty good. I was a little hesitant with the first round of shooting, but picking up all 12 of the Thunderwolves and splitting off all the characters is pretty good. The thing that I still worry about is each of those characters can still pick up guys in melee when they charge. And anything that he charges prevents me from picking those units up and teleporting them.
So, Scout fails,
Okay.
Blood Claws pass. Okie doke. So, Oath target back there, because Logan's going to come in. I can use, well, establish Locus. I can establish a Locus for 4. Yeah, the Oath isn't going to matter. But Logan will end up coming in. These guys are going to fall back. Do you have reaction moves?
No.
Okay. So they're just falling back to there. They'll end up charging back in. So he's just going to come. He's got 10 inch, so he's going to come around there.
Okay.
He's just going to come around to here.
When he finishes that move, I'll fire Overwatch at him with the Captain Squad.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pay the CP for it. So we'll go down to 2. So we'll start with the aggressors. We have 9 plus 3d6. 6, 12, 14. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so here are the grenade launchers. Hitting on 6s, rerolling because you are my Oath, and I do still have lethal and sustained on everything.
Does Oath not drop off at the end of the turn?
Oath less until your next command
Okay.
phase. So we got 5 lethal hits with 5 sustained hits, and these are wounding on 5s. So we have 1, 6 total, AP 0.
Okay, 6 3-ups. And he takes 4, so he's dead.
Okay.
Real quick, gentlemen, we had someone ask in the chat, and it applies to both of you. So, what are your thoughts on the Reaver update?
I really want Reavers to be the new hotness for once in their life, since they've been here for 7 years now, 6 years now, and they've never been good a day in their life. I think having access to Deep Strike and Scout, having that AP -1, and being able to drop people's OC down to -1 should help them see more play. And if they keep doing 5-inch surge moves out of Deep Strike, I'll be happy.
I am disappointed that they did not give the Hounds of Mordkai the +1 AP.
Really, they didn't.
They did not, because they're Mordkai, those combat weapons. They specify Mordkai, so they don't get that benefit.
What do they do?
They force battle shock tests.
No, we don't like that.
No. Which you can extend within a certain range. If you throw a Reaver Lieutenant, then it extends the range.
Yeah.
But if they had done that, then in theory, I could take 3 units of Reavers, 3 units of Hounds of Mordkai, which would have made
sure.
which,
Okay.
That would have been spicy, but they didn't do that. So he's there. They're gonna go into that. They're gonna get clapped back, so I might as well try to take out Terminators. I can go 1 unit without having to worry about a heroic. So I'm just gonna throw the captain that way. I think we'll just throw this lieutenant back over here. And we'll just supplement into that. Oh, and then Logan. So Logan's just gonna come chill over there. He's gonna do the
Establish?
yeah, he's gonna establish a locus for the 4.
Okay.
Might as well push the scout up a little bit too. They're just gonna come behind the wall but sit on the objective. I've got line of sight there. Storm bolters are in. I move him up. Yeah. Move him up onto the objective 2. Move these guys back to finish blocking this off. And then we're still blocked with the Fenrisian Wolves. I think that's that. So we'll go ahead and go to shooting because I've got some bolt pistols and I'd like to try to blink off a wound or 2.
Let's do it.
So bolt pistols into the Gravis, into the Indomitor team. Hitting on 3s. And 5s. Looks like just 1.
Alrighty. On a
No
3.
AP.
We take 1.
And the bolt pistol, or the plasma, not supercharging.
Sure.
1 more.
1 more. AP 2 goes to 1 for cover. We're good.
Cool. Then we'll shoot everything from here into there, so we should have gotten within 12 to get the double storm bolter shot.
Shooting what into
Just
what?
outside. I'm just showing on the screen the rhino into there, so 2 storm bolter shots, 1 hits, no wound, and then the hunter killer on a 2, and then on a 2.
Alrighty. On a 4. We're good.
Can't fall back and shoot. He's doing an action. They're just chillaxing. They don't have line of sight anyway. So now charges. We're gonna do Logan's Wah.
Yep.
So rerolling hit rolls in combat and rerolling charges, which shouldn't matter because everything's like right up in your face. So we will just do the blood claws into the Terminators real quick. Oh, look at that. They made it. We'll throw this Wolfguard battle leader into the Indomitor team. Oh, look at that. He made it. And I wanted to do that so I didn't block the other unit of blood claws. So we'll get Ulrich's unit into him now. I will reroll that because I want the movement. You know what?
Is that a free reroll, Zach?
Yeah, because Logan's ability. Thankfully, because the 2 really was not what I wanted. But I should be able to get everybody still in. That lieutenant into the unit of Reavers. Those dice can go away. 7. Him into the Terminators. Wolf Lord into the Terminators. You just want to push him in.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll keep him along that wall there to keep him out of the
Perfect.
6-inch heroic intervention.
And I think that's all the charges.
Okay.
So we're gonna go. Yeah, because Logan's doing his thing. It would have been nice to charge Logan and try to take that objective off of you, but not this turn. We'll just start over here with the blood claws. Power fist. Rerolling for Logan, and I just whacked that. Strength 9, so we're still on 3s. 3 at -2.
3 -2. 3 4s. Fail 1.
2 damage.
Yep, that drops the 1 storm shield down to 1.
Really quick. Yeah. Do you mind if I just do spend the 1 CP on the lieutenant for the +1 a wound on the Indomitor team?
Yeah, let me just double check and make sure you're not within 12 of the Calibus.
Yes.
I don't think you are. Oh yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay. So yeah, I'm spending 1 CP. I forgot Lance into the Indomitor kill team. So then I've got 8 chainsword attacks.
Camera.
All of them hit. 5 into
Oh,
5, so force.
I am no better at fixing this than
Just 2 at 1.
I don't trust you to do this better than me. 2 at 1. On 3s. You do kill the 1 storm shield.
Cool. And then I will have Lucas, who should have 7 attacks now on the charge. On 2s. All of them hit.
Nice.
And now we're strength 7, so 3s. Or strength 6, so we're 3s. So those 2 fail. That was.
Yeah.
So 5 at -2.
Is he twin linked with his? Oh, he's only got 1 claw.
Yeah, I don't like that. All the claws, they took away twin link from everything. So, like, I loved my Wolfen Dreads.
Yeah.
Last edition, I was running
How much damage each?
1.
Okay, so the other storm shield's down to 1. Did you ever play in 7th edition?
I did not.
Previously. So back then, Lightning Claws just had a rule called Shred. They just re-rolled wound rolls. And I think they even carried that over to 8th edition, but I might just be talking into nonsense there. So we're done attacking here.
Yep.
Okay. Do I interrupt? These are just more AP1 chainswords, but re-rolling all hit and all wound because I'm a character. This is a 4-up invuln character?
Yep.
Okay. How many attacks is he?
4.
4, and then another
And then
like 4
3.
on his. Okay.
4 and 3.
Thunderhammer?
Yep.
Okay. No, we're not going to interrupt.
We'll go that lieutenant into the Indomitor kill team.
We are going to go ahead and do the Captain's Rights of Battle to Armor of Contempt them.
Okay.
No, we're not, because Armor of Contempt is now locked to a single instance of attacks.
Yep.
So
We've got 3s, re-rolling for Oath. It would have been nice if I still got lethals on that. And we're strength 8. So 3s down to 2s with a +1. So just 3.
3, AP2, 5 ups. You kill 1 wound 1.
It's 2 damage.
Yeah, one guy's already at 2.
Oh, that's right. So his dog, re-rolling everything for Logan. 2 hits and 3s. 1 more at -1.
Alrighty, on a 4. Okay, that guy lives. So kill 1, wound 1. Now that begs the question. So he's dead. Let's do that. That begs the question of, do I want to interrupt now? This is like a bazillion chainsword attacks.
36.
36. Hitting on 3s, rerolling everything. When on 5s, rerolling everything. No, we're not.
Cool. We'll do the other lieutenant in the Reaver squad. All of them hit. 2s. All of them wound. That's devastating.
Alrighty, so 2 saves and a
3
devastating.
saves and a devastating.
3 saves and a devastating. Lose 2. 3.
And then the dog. Reroll. 2 hits on 3s. 2 more at -1.
Alrighty. Lose 4.
1 damage each.
We are down 4 Reavers.
So I think all I have left is the Blood Claws. So we'll do the Thunderhammers real quick. Because you got a guy on 2 or a guy on 1?
Guy on 1.
Okay. I think we'll do.
And we will do the Armor of Contempt for this series of attacks.
And that's free, right?
That is going to be free from the captain.
So this is the first 25.
Absolutely.
And then there's 11 more coming. Thank God for rerolls. So that's not mathematically right.
Hey man, my least favorite phrase in this game is "this should do this."
Eek.
As soon as I say this should do something, suddenly it doesn't, and I'm mad at the math online that lied to me.
And then 5s. That's better. And rerolling again. So right now you get 5, 10, 11.
Okay.
And then I'll just throw this in.
Yep.
11 plus 6, so 17.
Okay, I got that for you right here. 17, 3 plus. So you kill 1, kill 2.
Okay. We'll go to Ulrich. He's gonna have 6 attacks. On 2s. You're rolling. It's all of those. Strength 6 becomes strength 7.
Nice.
So that should be on 3s now. And re-rolling again.
That tells me who I
So that's 6 at -2 goes to -1.
6 at -2 goes to -1. There you are. 6 at -2 goes to -1. These are 2 damage each, right?
Yep.
Pass 3, so you kill another one and wound another one.
And the Power Fist. Rolling, all of them hit. And 3s. 3 more, -2 goes to -1.
Kill 1. So all that's left is the 2 characters and 2 aggressors.
So consolidate, get onto the point.
Yep.
So now I've got a 2 OC unit onto the point.
Yep.
And that should be all of my attacks.
Okay.
So it's to you, sir.
You have your Wolf Lord or
and the
into the
Terminators.
Terminators.
And that's the Wolf Lord, so 5 attacks. On 3s, because it's a Thunderhammer. That fails. On 3s. 2 devastating and 1 save.
So we got 1 4 up. We're good, and then you kill 1 Storm Shield with 2 death wounds.
And then his dog. All of them hit.
Nice.
And 4s. 2 at -1.
Strength 5 on the charge or 6?
Strength 5 for the dog.
AP 1 you said?
Yeah,
Okay,
you're good.
pass 2. Okay, so we'll start down here with the Terminators into Lucas. We got 3 guys with Power Fists. On Force. 3 sustained hits. And on 2s. So 3, 6, 7, 8 at AP2.
So we'll do 3 at a time, 5 ups. 1 more. So that's that dead. Oh no, he doesn't have an end one. And that's the squad.
Okay. Oh, I think there's my dice right there. Doesn't help if they blend in with the carpet. Okay, so that's those Terminators there. They have no consolidation move to make. We'll do the Terminators into your Lord here. What's the OC on your...
2.
2. Okay, so you've got 4 on the point. So the best I can do is 2. 2. Okay, so let's try and smack him. He is still an oath target. So we've got the Power Fists. On 3s, because he's not -1 to hit, correct?
Correct.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 sustained hits. And winning on 3s. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at AP2.
9 4-ups. And he's dead.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you should...
Yeah.
No, he wants
Keep him on the point. But then these Terminators are going to just walk.
Yep.
And that puts 4 OC on that point now. Okay, the Indomitor kill team is going to just put everything into that battle leader.
Okay.
So we'll start with the captain. 5 attacks on 2s. Rerolling because he is also still an oath target. 2 lethal, 2 sustained. Wounding on 3s because strength 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at AP2.
4-ups. And he's dead.
Okay. So that will trigger the biologist's ability to kick in now. So that biologist is OC 9.
Okay.
I remember that.
Johnny knows that one. The Reaver and the Lieutenant are going to go into the Scout. So we'll start with the Lieutenant on 2s. Works for me.
There's no way.
They are going to not consolidate because I like them being out in the open now.
Okay.
I think that's all my strikes, man.
Cool. So I will get 4 for establishment.
Is this where you pick up your stuff or not, or?
At the end of his fight phase... No, end of his turn? Whatever point we're supposed to do it at. So it would help if I know my rules, right?
Yeah, I just want to make sure we don't miss it again like we did last time.
Yeah. We're going to definitely be paying the 1 CP to pick up the 2 kill teams that are over there. It's just a matter of when I'm supposed to do it.
Down to 1 CP.
Down to 1. I've already gained my bonus CP for this battle round, so I cannot roll for it off of the Inquisitor.
Pick him up.
Good question. End of the fight phase.
Okay, so they're up.
Yep.
End of my turn, I'll get 4 for secondary, and then I'm going to ditch Overwhelming Force and get a CP out of it.
Yep.
You get 4 more. And so, Zach, you get your ditching Overwhelming Force.
Yep.
Okay, 4 for Established Focus. And you get how many for your Sabotage, Cameron?
3.
You get Cameron 3, 4. We go over here, Cameron gets. So at the end of round
2?
Yep.
So at the end of round 2, make sure I got everything correct. Zach's got 24, Cameron's got 23, and you're both on 1 CP, correct?
I'm on 2.
You're on
Yeah,
2?
because he just pitched Overwhelming.
Okay, so that's the end of round 2, and Cameron, you're complete. Okay, so let's go to round 3.
Yep.
Cameron goes up to 2, Zach, you go up to 3. What do you have for
primary?
I control 1, 2. I'm gonna do the captain's rights of battle since it's a new battle round. I'm gonna have his squad auto pass their battle shock, and I'm gonna control 3 total.
So that's how much?
12.
Okay, this is in Deep Strike. This is on the table. So we're gonna go there. I do. I guess I should score. I draw Area Denial and Storm Hostile Objective.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, we like those. We like both of those. Usually I'm lazy, but unfortunately I parked these guys right where my ATV wants to go.
Both target?
Both target. I guess we'll do
Ulrich's unit.
Ulrich's unit. That makes the most sense. This marker can go away. That's for you.
So, Zach, while he moves, how'd you feel that turn went?
Didn't get as much done as I needed to, but I also didn't have as much to do what I needed to do.
She stays back now. These Terminators are gonna move through the wall here.
So I'm going to spend 1 CP for 1 swift evasion.
Is that the reactionary move?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just double checked. It's not, a lot of these are locked to
Mounted or something
mounted,
like that.
yeah.
Makes sense.
So they're just going to move. You're going to kill them regardless, but the hope is... block a little bit.
The question I have with doing that is, I think that basically gives me this objective if I charge and then consolidate onto it. Because rhinos, I think, are only OC 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I have
Right, but-
no plans to shoot the scouts.
You gonna see that, Zack?
Because I absolutely see the logic of the plan. I just think it is handing me points.
Then I can do it this way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Move them over here. Tow that objective.
Yeah, because now, I mean, either it makes this charge longer there, or I have to charge the rhino. But it's not just giving me 4 points on a secondary.
Yeah.
So
CP still spent. Just
CP still spent, just moved somewhere else.
yeah.
Okay.
Don't get a chance to get it back.
Not with that, no. The only unit that I can do that with is the infiltrators.
Zach, is this a little different than your
You're
test
Yeah,
Deathwatch
they don't need
game?
to roll a desperate escape
Right.
because
Do you have a way to fall back and shoot?
no, I do not have a way to fall back and shoot. That's one of the few things that don't exist. I have more advance and shoot than I know what to do with.
Mm-hmm.
Reapers.
What are you asking, Johnny?
Is this going a little differently than your test game?
Oh yeah. But again, it's also the pilots trying to learn what Deathwatch does good now.
No feel, no pain on Ulrich's unit, right?
Just on Ulrich himself.
Just on Ulrich himself. Okay. Okay.
And no fallback and charge, right?
Correct. No fallback in charge, no advance in charge. I think the only instance where that exists is if you have a Watchmaster.
Okay.
We got Dirty Dan back here. How many wounds is he?
6.
6.
2 up, 4 up.
2 up, 4 up. Only moves 5,
Yep.
but can advance in charge because he's Logan. Okay. The Calidus is going to advance. We go +2. I think 9 puts her where I want her. And that 3 at the center. Okay, reaction move is spent, but you still have your I shoot you, you boogie board into me move.
Nope.
Don't have that.
Nope. That's when the Wolf Guard battle leader's attached to a unit.
Oh,
And that's only the Thunderwolves.
okay. Okay. That makes my life so much easier. I don't really like what I'm about to do here, but we're about to try it anyways. Okay, I think that's it for my normal moves. Did my fallback, advance the Calidus, so we'll go to my reinforcement step. And we will start reinforcing. I've got the Indomitor kill team. I'm gonna come down here. Indomitor kill team number 2.
We have another question, but I don't think you guys had a chance. Did you guys have a chance to look at the Bridgehead Strike for Guard yet that came out today?
The only thing I've seen... 2 meltas. I don't. Okay. The only thing I saw is that it's a Tempestus detachment, and that's, I think, the only thing I managed to look at.
I did not look at it. I woke up, got ready, and drove here.
We want to string them out just a little bit. So I think what we want is we want both heavy bolters and the meltas to go into Logan, and then everything else can go into those scouts. Okay. Okay, that's it for the reinforcements. so we'll go to shooting. ATV is going to fire into the battle leader there.
Okay.
So we've got the multi-melta. 1 hit. On a 3. On a 3. 1 wound.
On a 4. Goes through.
4.
He's alive on 1.
Okay. The twin bolt rifle. Nothing. This kill team here, we got one guy who's not going to shoot at all. The Inquisitor, the Aggressors, and 2 bolt rifles are going to go into your scout squad.
Okay.
The 2 heavy bolters and the 3 meltas are going to go into Logan.
Okay.
So we'll start with the heavy bolters and the meltas into Logan. We got 2 hits. And about 16. A little over 16. Can't see him. Okay, 2 at AP 2.
4 ups. 1 goes through.
3 damage. And then the multi-melta got 1 hit. Strength 11, so 1 wound.
Goes through. He's dead.
Okay. And then we've got the Inquisitor and the Aggressors. Here's the Aggressors. 2, 4, 5, 6.
There's no AP on these, right?
Correct. 1 late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. AP 0, but they do ignore cover.
4 ups. 2 go through.
Okay, just 1 damage each. 2 bolt rifles. Got 1 wound because it's lethal. So 1 at AP 2. 2 damage. The Inquisitor got 2 hits because hits on 3s with the combat weapon. 1 devastating wound.
Just a single one.
Just a single wound. And then we've got the Psychic, whatever the taunt weapon is called, and I will never remember it. Wounding on 5s because... Oh no, wounding on 3s because strength 5 because she benefits from the +2 strength.
Cool.
1, 2 at AP 2.
5 ups.
1 damage each on those. Okay. The Terminators there are gonna fire everything into Ulrich's unit.
Okay, we'll AOC that. Oh, it's the one. It's the one unit though.
Those guys there.
Cyclone missile launchers AP 2.
Yeah.
Because they haven't shot.
Yeah.
I don't like this whole. It's one unit
Yeah,
now.
it's definitely something that is gonna hurt every single time I have to decide whether I'm gonna do Armor of Contempt.
We're not gonna armor contempt yet
Okay.
because the only other target you've got is them. So I think that it's better to do them.
Okay, 5 hits and wounding on 2s. I'll say that's cocked. 2 AP 2.
2 AP 2. We'll throw it on the guy in cover.
Sure.
So AP 2 goes to AP 1. So we're looking at force. Good. 1 goes through.
Okay. So D6 damage.
Give me that 1. Not what I wanted. We'll take. Okay.
And then for the Storm Bolters, we have 2 guys in rapid fire range, 1 guy who is not. No minuses to hit on him, right?
Correct.
Cool. And then wounding on force.
Oh, I always forget Lucas's ability.
What's up?
On a 4-up, if you kill him in melee, you take mortal wounds.
Roll it.
D3. 2 mortal wounds.
Bam. And
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I always forget that, and it's such a cool ability because the lore behind it is that one of his hearts is gone and he's got a plasma grenade in there. So that when he dies, he's like, all right, pull the pin.
I like it. I like it. 5 at AP 0.
5 at AP 0, 5 3-ups.
Yeah. Try to be
1 goes through.
try to be nothing if not reasonable. So that's it for the Terminators. We'll fire the Reavers into him next. 1 special issue bolt pistol. Nothing, and then the carbine. 1 hit. Becomes 2 hits. 2 wounds AP 0. These ones are 2 damage each.
Good.
Good. Okay. You're dead. You don't belong there anymore. So has not shot yet.
Correct.
Spellback can't shoot. Shot. They have their surge move, so D6 for 2. Okay. Big Chungus is going to fire everything into Ulrich's unit. I just need to decide what stratagem I want to do. You have access to AOC. Anything you do is going to cost 2 CP, though.
Yep.
So I don't think you can actually do anything in response.
Well, no, I had 2. I already dropped it down to the 1 for the AOC.
Okay. So you have to choose AOC. You'll have AOC plus cover. So I think, honestly, what we do is we increase my AP by 1.
Okay.
So we'll pay 1 CP to increase the AP of my weapons by 1 and my range by 6.
And I'm paying 2 for AOC.
Okay. So we'll start with the heavy bolters. On 3s. Cool. 2 lethal, 2 sustained. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. AP 3 goes to AP 1.
Okay. 4 ups. So that's going to kill 5.
Okay. Then we have the bolt rifles. That was a hit, and then I ticked it, so we got 2 lethals, and then winning on 3s. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. AP 3 goes to 1.
4 ups. So 3 more die.
Okay. We'll do the Melter rifles. 1 hit, 1 reroll. 2 hits. 1 AP 5 goes to 3.
Okay. So 6 up.
Okay. Yeah, 3 damage. The multi-melta. Rerolling because both missed. 1 hit. 1 wound.
4 up. Goes through.
Okay. 1 damage.
No pain. Takes it.
Then we have Draxus on 3s. On 3s. 2 AP 0.
3 ups. Both go through.
2 damage each on those.
No pains. Pretty sure it's a 6. Yeah, it's a 6 up. So he's dead.
Okay. That. And that just leaves these Terminators here, and I guess they will...
Sindri says it's good to see Deathwatch doing work.
It feels good. That's like an 8 or 9 inch charge, and that's
7.
I think that's like an 8. Well, we'll just shoot the Rhino and see what happens. 6 shots from the Cyclones. 2 hits. Winning on force. 2 AP 2.
5 ups. 1 goes through.
1 damage. Storm bolters. Nothing. Okay. I think that's it for my shooting. So we will go to our charges. So you can Draxus go for a long one. You are outside at 12. You are outside at 12. So we'll start with the Inquisitor here. Nope. Let's do the Terminators into the Battle Leader in front of them. It's a 10. Let's do the Reavers into the Space Puppies. Get a 10. Do I like that? Drax is charged. Can't charge anybody. The Inquisitor's unit charged. Terminators. Let's triple check this. Okay, so we'll go for the 8 into the scouts.
Okay.
And we'll re-roll it. And we get an 8.
Perfect.
Sure.
Pick them up because I know how that's going to go.
And then the 2 Terminators that are closer to this objective are going to walk onto it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to go like that to maintain coherency. Let's do the Terminators into your battle leader. Start with the Power Fists.
Okay.
One.
4 up.
Nice.
5.
Okay, and then we have the Thunderhammer. 2 hits. 1 wound.
Let's go 4 up. Nope.
Okay, just 2 damage.
He's dead. He had 1 left.
Okay. And then we've got the Reaver and the Lieutenant into the dogs.
Yep.
Here's the Lieutenant on 2s. 1 lethal hit. Then we've got the Reaver. 2 lethal hit, and everything's strength 4. T4?
Yeah.
Okay, so on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. AP -1.
Okay, they're dead.
Okay. Oh, are they 1 wound each?
Their 1 wound was 6 up.
Okay. And then they're going to go ahead and consolidate into the Rhino.
Cameron, when you're done, we have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
So, Explorer Nation is asking, do you have any advice for playing Deathwatch versus Tau, mostly battlesuit armies, struggling against their mobility and shooting?
I don't personally have a whole lot of experience playing against New Tau yet. The last time I played against them, they were screening out No Man's Land with Kroot and then following that up with battlesuits. I don't know if they're still doing that. Honestly, my answer to basically everything in the game right now is Indomitor kill teams. I think they do everything you could ask for and more. So I think they're a very effective response to battlesuits. Unfortunately, it does come down to kind of winning that roll-off for attacker-defender so that you can start zoning out No Man's Land before your opponent does. And then that way you can set up the landing zones that you want. I would also lean into Terminators with the built-in charge reroll. The math on a 9-inch charge with a full reroll turns it into something like a 55.5% success rate. And that's kind of just where I have right now with the limited experience. I think that's it for my turn, man.
You had 1 at no AP from the Rhino.
1 at no AP from the Rhino. On a 3. We take 1. We're down to 1.
That's Cameron. Let's score them up here. So Cameron, you have area denial and storm hostile objective. What do you get for each?
Storm hostile, I get 4. And area denial, I get 5.
Explorer Nation says thanks.
Absolutely.
So I'll go up to 1. Rhino heals. Getting secret mission.
And I go back up to 1.
Hold on, Zach.
That's. I
Are
can
you-
still pull my cards.
Well, are you going secret mission?
No. I don't even have the stuff to do secret missions.
Yeah, because there's no Warlord anymore. There's no Battle Line anymore.
Yep.
So at the top of 4.
No. Do I go first?
I went first.
No, we're bottom of 3.
Yeah, so he still has to finish his turn to choose it.
It's early.
But I do think I control that objective over you.
Yes, you do.
Now.
Because rhinos are 2. Yep.
And you're in range
Well, you
of
don't control, but nobody controls it.
Well, I have 2 OC on there to your 1 now.
Oh, that's right.
because
Because you reduce OC by 1. Yep.
Yeah, you're in range of the Reaver's new Terror Troop ability.
What are your cards, Zach?
Assassination and extend battle lines.
And what is your primary?
Nothing.
What's your concern, Zach?
Well, I got nothing left to do anything with. to fall back and shoot. I'm more likely to kill them in shooting than I am in melee. I shot everything, so it's going to be a matter of... So, Terminator Squad is going to be this Terminator Squad. It's going to be the Oath target.
You got it.
That's just going to dump everything into there and see if we can kill them off. And then we'll advance the infiltrators. We're going to go 6. Oh, wait, no, they can't. Do they have assault? If they don't have assault, then we're not going to do that. No. I need to plink wounds. So they're not going to, they're just going to walk up. So that gives me all the shots into the Terminators. He's just going to come up outside of 12, so we'll still be able to tank shock. All right, there's movement shooting. We'll do the Rhino into the Reavers. Should be 4 shots with the Stormbolter. Hitting on 4s. 3 hits and 4s. 2 at no AP.
2 at no AP. On 3s. You killed the last Reaver, so it is just Lieutenant left.
Okay, and now the Hunter Killer on a 2. Nope. But at least I control that now because the Reaver, it's not the Reaver, it's not the Lieutenant's ability,
It's the
Reaver's
Reavers.
ability.
Yeah, so
You gonna fire the Hunter Killer more than once?
Huh?
You
I
fired
fired
the
this Hunter Killer before, but not that one.
Okay.
So now we'll fire the Stormbolters into here.
Yep.
On 3s. Oath target. All of them hit.
Nice.
And 5s. 3.
3. Alrighty, 3 2s. And we fail 1.
Single damage. And we've got 2 shots each, so we're gonna have 10 shots. 6, 8, 10. This is the infiltrators into the Terminators.
Nice.
All of them hit. And looks like 3 wounds.
3 wounds. Take 1.
Okay. And the Libbies. We'll do the Witchfire, or the heavy one. So it's D6 shots. 2 shots. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s, strength 6. And that's devastating for D3. Yeah, just kills him. And hazard test. Good. So that is going to be that going into charge phase. We're going to charge the Rhino into there. Look at that, he makes it. We'll spend the CP for
Tank shock.
tank shock. I'm trying to remember.
Toughness.
It's the toughness now, so T9.
Yep.
So I get 9 dice.
So that's 1 for tank shock?
Yeah. So it's 9 dice, right?
Yep.
They don't do the disparity
No
between...
more plus 2s anymore.
So 5 ups. That's going to be 4.
Alrighty, so you're gonna kill 1 and drop 1 down to 2.
Now we've got 6-inch charge into him. Six. Now I'm knocking stuff around.
It's contagious. Once I start knocking stuff over, it starts happening to my opponent too.
So he's going to be out, but the whole point was to try to get bodies down because these guys are not going to be able to do a whole lot. We're going to bring them around and start fighting with them. It's not going to matter. I'll start with the Librarian because he's probably might be able to kill them. So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. All of them hit. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. Just 2 at -1.
2 at -1. On 3s. Good on both.
Okay. And the infiltrators. Gonna be 3 attacks each. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now 5s. Just 1.
Okay. 1 on a 2. Down to 1. Okay.
And you've got ongoing combat.
Yep. We'll just do the Terminator because I don't know how much I care about the lieutenant. 3 at AP2 onto your infiltrators.
3 5-ups. 1 goes through, damage. 2. So here's the first one, 6 feel no pains. 1's dead, and 2's dead. Off, and so that at least gives me that objective. And then we'll do the 3 attacks with the Rhino. All of them hit. And no wounds.
Okay. I got the 5 attacks with the lieutenant on 2s and on 6s. Nothing.
Cool.
Your turn, Zach.
That's the end of the turn.
Okay, let me split you up here.
End of your fight phase, we'll pick up. The Calidus is going to go up using her own ability. We'll pay 1 command point to pick up the Inquisitor and Draxus.
Okay.
And on a 3-up, I gain a CP from the Inquisitor. And I do this time, so I'll still be at 1, and I'll go to 2 on your turn, or on my turn.
No, so I have you, Zach,
On 0 CP right now, and Cameron on 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then we'll score your points up. What do you get? You assassinate?
Nope, I did not assassinate.
Extend?
I do extend.
Or how much?
5.
Here, are you gonna burn your card for
No.
keep assassinate?
Yep.
Okay, and then we'll go to the top of 4.
Yep.
Cameron goes up to 2.
Yep.
Zach goes up to 1.
Yep.
And what's your primary, Cameron?
I'm gonna, again, Rights of Battle the captain to... Or no, I can't, because I can only auto-pass leadership once per turn, or once per game.
Well, you can only use that strat once per game.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They are okay on their leadership,
Cool.
though. So I'm gonna hold 3 for 12 again. We move that ATV up. Oath of Moment target will be the Phobos guys. Cards are engage on all fronts and no prisoners.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. This is all up in reserve. The ATV moved up. It's going to go ahead and start terraforming.
Oh, dude, I completely forgot this was Terraform.
This is in reserve, but we're going to go ahead. We'll activate my mission tactic for army-wide lethal hits this turn.
Yeah.
Well, I say army-wide, but it's only going to be the kill teams.
Yeah.
When it comes time, they'll come down there. He's going to go ahead and fall back. If I fall back, you can reactionary move. Right? Yeah, we're going to just keep him in. And we're going to hope that that's enough. But maybe 2 kill teams is the right call. Because I have to finish the move within 9 of you, right? The only move I've made...
Would have been the only one that I could have done.
Yeah, and I'm still engaged with you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because we'll keep that Terminator right where he is. Yeah, I'm just going to put everything into the Rhino, so I'm going to bring down 2 kill teams to kill the Rhino.
Okay.
And then I'll be lazy about it, but obviously they're all going to be 9 inches away from it. The Calidus is going to just go in that back corner to maximize engage. Shooting. Kill team 1 into the Rhino.
Okay. The only thing I've got is AOC. I'm getting cover.
Yep.
So they're both identical though, right?
No, one's got a bunch of flamers in it, the other's got a bunch of bolters.
Are you shooting the flamers first or the bolters?
That's a wonderful question. Let's start with the flamers, and I'm going to pay a CP and go to 1.
Increase AP.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ignores cover, so it's going to be saving on 4s. Yeah, we'll wait for the AOC, I think.
Okay, so we'll start with the multi-melta on 5s. 1 hit. It will lethal. This is going to be AP 5. So down to 4.
Yeah, so that goes through.
So you are in melta range because of the plus. So 5. And then we've got the heavy bolter. Now we'll do the melta rifles. We'll just keep it all the same. On 4s, I got 1, strength 11. Again, 1 at AP 4. You're in melta. It's going to be 7 damage on that one.
Dead. Does he blow? Nope.
To be honest, that's it for my shooting. So we'll go to charges with the captain's unit into the infiltrators. We get an 8. So now the captain, I think, is going to do rights of battle. He's going to go ahead and rights of battle for precision.
Okay.
So he'll epic challenge. And we'll start with him.
And then we'll spend the CP now for AOC.
Okay, 5 hits on the fist. 3 wounds. AP 2 goes to 1.
Okay, 4 ups. 1 goes through.
Nice. 2 damage.
6 up feeling pain.
I don't think he gets the feeling of pain.
The whole unit gets it.
Oh, okay, sure.
So he takes 1.
Reroll that one. 3 hits. Strength 6 on the charge. 2. AP 1 goes to 0.
3 ups. Good.
Okay. And then we've got the 3 aggressors. Those are going to lethal. 1 miss, and then 2's twin linked to strength 10. Let's drop. The 3, 6, 7, 8. AP 2 goes to 1.
8 4 ups. Fail 3.
Okay. 2 damage each.
Kills 1. Kills 2. And kills 3.
Okay. And then we've just got the biologist. 2 lethal hits. We got 1 reroll. Cool. Okay, 3 at AP 0.
1 goes through.
Just 1 damage.
Saves it.
Okay. That's it for their strikes.
Okay, so he will strike back. He's going to go do based, so I can't go into that Terminator, so he's just going to get his attacks. 4, hitting on 3s. And 4s. Just 1.
Just 1?
Minus
Alrighty.
1.
Take 1.
D3. 1.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it.
Let me grab it. So Cameron for engage against 5.
4.
4.
4 and for the no prisoners.
4.
Let me save that. Add 8 more.
So at the end of Cameron's turn 4, we got him on 64. Zach, you're on 29. You each gain a CP.
Now, so Zach, you go up to 1. Cameron, you go up to 2.
I get 4 for primary.
Zach gets 4 for primary.
And he's going to cleanse.
I like it.
1 second.
And that's turn.
Easy peasy.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. That's
Yeah.
Oath.
What are your cards, Zach?
Assassination and cleanse, and the rhino's cleansing. I mean, you strike first, so you should kill him. We'll just oath the single Terminator again.
Okay.
Did you kill my Libby?
I mean, I'd like
So
to.
what'd you get for cleanse? 2?
Well, no, we've got a fight phase.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's your
Are you
turn.
staying in combat or are you falling back?
Oh, I can fall back and charge. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Look at that when we forget our rules. You're gonna Overwatch?
Yeah.
Cameron spending 1 to overrule.
Yeah. I'll go down to 1. 3d6 on the grenade launchers. We got 9, 10. So that's 3.
What AOC on this?
I don't think you can because it's not my shooting phase or the fight phase. Also, this is mostly, I think, all AP 0.
Yep, your opponent's shooting phase or fight phase. Yep.
So hitting on 6s, but lethal.
Yeah. Still low target.
Yeah. Ooh, so that's going to be 7 at AP 0.
7 3-ups. He's gonna take 2. And no more feel no pain, so he's down to 1.
We've got the captain next. Okay, that's 1 more AP 0.
Dead. Alright, now it's turn.
Okay.
Okay, so let me get the score up here. So, are you keeping assassinate still, Zach?
No, we're ditching assassinate.
For our CP?
Yep.
At the end of the fight phase, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pick up the 2 kill teams and the Calidus.
Are you spending a CP for that?
I am, yeah.
You're down to 0.
You already gained.
That's like 2.
I did not this round because I didn't on my... We'll say I did on my...
Zach, where do you get
I don't remember.
the 2?
Yeah, just the 2.
Okay, so I'll go to 0 CP and then I'll go back up to 1 on round 5.
Second.
I'm trying to remember if you. You've only gotten
I
one.
did because I duffed up the range and the AP on the Inquisitor's unit.
No, but did you
and
gain one? Do you gain it when you spend a CP?
when I target them with a stratagem?
Yeah, so you did gain it when you
Yeah.
brought them up.
Okay, so Zach, at the end of round 4, we've got you on 35 with 2 CP. Cameron, I've got you on 64 with 0 CP.
Correct.
At the end of
No,
4.
I should have one. I shouldn't have any CP until the top of the next turn.
Well, you didn't spend any on your turn though, so you go up to 1 and then you get 2 from pitching
Okay.
assassinate.
So now we're going to the top of 5.
Yep. I've got the 2 kill teams and the Calidus and Deep Strike. I owe you a leadership check on the...
He maxes primary.
Yeah.
So he's at 28 for primary, so what's your max?
14.
14, so it goes up to 30, 14.
42.
Yeah. Yeah, because I get the 4 for each, and then the 2 for
Terraform.
14 to the score, so
and then I just need to pull my secondaries.
Mhm. Bring it down.
Establish Locus and Assassination.
You get assassinate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I just get everything because
Yep.
the Calidus will just come down and establish Locus. I'm good off of everything else. I'll just call my turn there.
Yeah.
you need some
You don't want to go into the Rhino, see if you pop it?
No, it's fine.
establish. What's the other one? Assassinate?
Yeah.
So how much do you get for establishing the locus, Cameron?
6. It's 6 or 5.
4.
4.
And what do you get for assassinate? 5?
5.
Cameron, 9 more here.
You got Mark for Death and Area Denial?
Yeah, but I'm gonna ditch Mark for Death.
Well, no, I'll make my 1 wound Terminator Mark for Death target.
Oh yeah.
Cameron, at the end of your...
So at the end of Cameron's turn, I've got Zach on 3 CP, Cameron on 1.
Up to 2.
Up to 2.
Oh no, 1. Because all I did was go to 0 and then pick generate 1. Yeah.
How'd you go to 0?
I'm sorry. I would go to 2 on your turn.
Yeah, you go.
Because I didn't spend anything.
Go
on
to
my
2 on
turn.
mine.
So you go to 2, Zach goes to 4. Zach, what do you get for primary?
I get a scored at the end.
Okay, so you go to that one of your cards.
Mark for Death and Area Denial.
The Mark for Death, I'll pick the Terminator and the 2 Indomitor kill teams in the back corner there.
I don't think that there's a world that I can actually get both. Even the small Mark for Death, because you're within 3. Or not Mark for Death, but Area Denial. So we're just gonna come here.
Yep.
C. Well, no, because the whole goal is to charge, and then take the mortal wound out.
Yep.
Outside of 12. So charge because we can't shoot her. Don't want to shoot him. I can shoot. Well, all right, cool. Let's go into the Indomitor team. Nothing.
Okay.
Good thought. Charge. Oh, look at that. He's in on 12. So he's in.
Yep.
And
Tank
it
shot?
was 9 for the tank shot. 5 ups. And
All right.
he's dead.
That gets you marked for death.
And now he can... Right back there.
Yep.
So that's that. Terminator's dead, so get, what is it, 5? So I'll get...
That turn?
Yep, that's turn.
Give me 1 second. That you got. Marked for death. What did you get? 5?
5.
And what about area denial?
Nothing.
Zack 5 more.
And then I get 4 for primary.
6 because you. Oh no, you can't terraform because you charged.
Yeah. I should have terraformed. I completely forgot this was terraform
Yeah.
because that would have been that could have been terraformed a long time ago when the Rhino was sitting there.
Okay.
So at the end of the game, gentlemen, we have Deathwatch with an 87. Zack with the Space Wolves a 39.
Thank you for the game, man.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I think that we learned that the Indominator kill teams are pretty darn lethal. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Even with the -1 to hit, -1 to wound, there's enough shots coming down range that it's gonna hurt. They're gonna reach out. They're gonna touch you pretty good. I like it. I think Deathwatch is in a good spot. Points are probably going to go up for the Indominators.
We get like 3 months until then, so
unless they do a freak out.
Hey, this isn't the like 100 and 150 mortal wounds thing, okay? Like I didn't
For
even
the
get
Stern
to,
Guard or whatever.
I didn't even get to try that when it came out.
So there's an interesting one with
The Librarian detachment, right?
Well, even Space Wolves have an interesting one because
Okay.
there's I think it's one of the Librarians. Let's see. I'm gonna double check because if I remember right, there is a Librarian. Yeah, so here, and this is for everybody.
Yeah.
So there's a Librarian, and it depends on what you want to do. Space Wolves can't take the Biologist or the regular Apothecary.
Yeah.
So, but what they can do is they can take a Librarian and Gladius. The Librarian gives them an invuln. Then the Stern Guard, the Stern Guard. No, there was a different one. But the Stern Guard would get the invuln. You can put the enhancement on it for the crits or whatever.
Yeah.
You should be able to. But now you're doing lethal and you've got an invuln on them.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also one with the Wolf Guard where they can take the same weapon and they don't get the same rerolls on everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the Wolf Guard can take a relic and the whatever the combi bolter thing is, so they can do the mortal wounds that route. They just don't get the reroll on the wound roll, but they still have a 4-up invuln, so it makes them hardy, a little less damage, but still more damage than you were getting.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting concept.
Yeah, I think we might see a rise in people bringing Stern Guard, having access to full wound rerolls with devastating. Like personally, when I ran them, I didn't run the combi weapons. I ran the Stern Guard bolt rifle. I liked having the extra shot because they're 3/2 with built-in AP. But I think there's gonna be some merit in like a 10-man with a Librarian, and you do like 2 heavy bolters and then the 8 combi weapons.
Yeah.
And then in the new Librarius detachment, you can do it's an enhancement for sustained hits 1. Because what they needed was doing more hits for more rerolls.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It'll be interesting to see.
The addition without rerolls. And at least Space Wolves have rerolls. Once per game, rerolls everywhere in
Once upon a time, rerolls were a big deal, right? You know, if you rerolled something fully, it was like, wow, that's a really good rule to have. And now it's just what in your army gives you full rerolls.
Yeah. So, yeah. I see it, Johnny. Don't worry. We're chatting. We can chat. It's okay. I'm excited. I'm hopeful that the new Space Wolves detachment, that the Grotmist detachment's going to be good. Like I was saying earlier, I think if GW wants to do it thematically, I'm pretty sure it's probably going to come out Christmas Eve because Santa and his sleigh is going to deliver the final detachment Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That's just conjecture if GW does it that way, but I think that if they're smart, they would do it that way. Right. I don't like it because I'd like to see what they're doing.
Yeah, you want to play your stuff now.
Yeah,
right?
I'd love to see them kick, which they're not, but I wanted to see them put drop pods up to 12. And then do a Blood Cloud drop pod detachment and give them a special rule where if Blood Cloud's coming out of a drop pod, then you can drop like outside of 6.
Oh, that'd be cool.
To get that charge. And I think it'd be really thematic. It would be competitive, thematic, but I don't think it'd be broken because you're still
just
talking
Blood Claws, right?
Yeah, you're still talking 36 attack, strength 5, -1 damage.
Yeah.
But like you can enhance it with Lucas and Ulrich, which I'm shocked that more people don't take Lucas with the -1 to hit all the time.
I haven't seen Lucas in people's lists before.
Yeah.
I see Ulrich all the time, right? Ulrich Rick and I think Logan are usually like staples,
Yeah.
but I never see Lucas.
Yeah, so I think it'd be cool to see a thematic blood clot attachment, and I'd be more prone to taking something like that.
Yeah.
I've been playing with the Champions Rust. Champions Rust aren't bad, but Stormlance is still pretty good.
Yeah, I see a lot more people switching over to Champions of Rust. I don't neutrally know what the deal is there. I'm assuming it's just stacking all the buffs when
Yes.
you start triggering your...
So it was really neutered at the beginning. Haha,
Yeah.
neutered. Because you could only do it at the end of the turn, but now it's
Yeah.
the end of the battle round, now it's each player's turn.
Yeah.
So there were times where by the end of turn the Saga Majesty, the one with the +1 OC taking your opponent's home field, that's the hardest one, but there were times that by the end of the first battle round, I had lethal, sustained, and a 6-up pain, which is huge because then you spend the rest of the game with all that, and you can go into almost anything.
Yeah, I mean that's with Deathwatch, that's what what I told people, especially in our original index, is just rely on that lethal and sustained. You know, push those 6s through, fish for those rerolls. Start stacking as much dice as possible.
Yep.
And if your opponent's going to take a 3-up save or a 4-up save, that's fine. Make them take it 20 or 30 times,
But the other thing is, because I played Champions of Rust at our last GT, and with Murderfang, even people knowing Murderfang's ability, where he can consolidate, and Champions of Rust he can consolidate 6.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So then he's just leapfrogging. He goes in, takes out the first, and it ends up kind of wasting because you don't have the same speed Logan's ability. But I would always I've got Murderfang out. I can make him advance and charge.
Yeah.
I can for 2CP I can make him advance and charge, and then I can give him the consolidate. So if I'm going turn 2, they move up, I come up, charge, hit, kill enough, and either get hit back and then hit again and then can consolidate. And then there were times where I killed 600 points of somebody's army with just Murderfang.
It's so fun when that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even still, the ability, but then a lot of times even reminding people, all right, it's a 6-inch consolidate.
Yeah.
It's still hard to get the board presence because we're seeing a lot more lists that have a lot more bodies.
Yeah.
So the ability to defend against that really is going away. We're seeing
the more units you put on the table, the more you end up kind of congested or close together.
So that's one of the big things. And then he would end up unlocking 2 usually, because he would end up going below the half to give them the Feel No Pain.
And he's a character.
Yep, and then he would end up killing either a monster or vehicle during that. So yeah, I can pick one of those at the end of the turn, but if he's still alive at the end of turn 2, then I can end up picking the second one up because it's not loses the wounds that turn. It's just if he ends the turn under half, then you get it. So there's a lot of play in that, and people are down on Murderfang, but Murderfang and Bjorn are great.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a winner. I've seen Bjorn a couple of times. Murderfang sounds like something maybe more people should be looking at. So
I think so, because it's the last one that does that. The Deathwatch Dreadnoughts, or what?
The World Eaters, the Blood Angels. Yeah, I think they changed both of those.
Yeah, not Deathwatch. It was the Death.
The World Eaters one might still do it, but the Blood Angels one I think is for sure different.
Yeah, and that one I don't know why people weren't taking 3, because he's rerolling hit rolls and wound rolls because he's got the twin linked, and you're just constantly doing that. Yeah. I would have taken 3 of those and just pushed up the board and all right, cool.
Yeah.
Here you go. But yeah, well, I think we'll call it there. Nice 2-hour stream. Don't forget that we've got an RTT in Chico January 11th, and then the NorCal Open is February 22nd and 23rd. Make sure you check out Green Banner events. Link to events in the description, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for joining us, and until next time.
Have a good one, guys.